guys, thanks for tuning in again. Little cheeky 3 hours today on a local permission. It's bank holiday weekend. I'm expecting some rain tomorrow, so I just had a bit of an itch I needed to scratch just for 2 or 3 hours. So I thought I'd bring you along with me. So let's see what we can see with the Knox 800. I'm Gaz and this is discovermetaldetecting.co.uk. Okay, got a cheeky little 15 here on the Knox. Where are we? $14, $15. Bit of iron there actually, quite a big iron buzz there. I think that's a separate target again though, so nothing up there. Let's check that, 90. Again, that's giving me a 14, 15, really sure about it, nothing there. Little bit of an iron buzz, but not enough to make me think that that is linked to the iron. So let's take that out. Again, apologies, I've got my headphones on today and I've turned the iron volume down quite low, so you might just see the numbers and not hear the. So it's still in the loose. Oh, it's ever so stony and full of rocks. Doesn't sound great at all, no, but we've had those before and they've turned out to be alright, so let's just double check. Well, I can definitely see something round, and we said that was a separate target. That looks like a little button. Is that a military button? That looks like a general service button. Now that again is quite interesting. I was hoping, I've done this field before on another video, and I've had a cat badge and some silver sixpences, some bullets, and also some cartridge cases. So unless they were camped here, I'm expecting to find some more militaria here, which is nice. But yeah, so what do we see? There was iron around it. I could hear that. You might not have been able to hear that. But again, you know, good separation. I've still got the Knox on 6 for recovery speed. I normally run about 4 or 5. But I've just tweaked it up to 6 because it is noisy in here with iron, like this whole farm is really. But yeah, so good separation and nice little military button. Okay, got a little wispy one here. It's not as crisp as what a coin would be, but the Knox is giving me 21, 20, 20, 21, 22. There's a little iron buzz there, not much. There's nothing, there's a little iron buzz around it, but it's not as crisp as what a coin would be. And in fact, it's so wispy, I very rarely pinpoint, but I might just double check so with the pinpoint. So let's have a look. It could be a little button. There was a bit of an iron buzz around it, not so much that I thought it was linked to the iron. Let's turn that over, see what we got. Still in the hole, I can still hear an iron buzz in there. So as I said, with this local farm I've got, it's really a really nice farm. It's super local. Oh, and I can actually see something green come out there. You could probably noticed that. There we go, another bullet. So that might have been why it was just fluctuating slightly. What numbers were we getting? 20, 21, 22. That is brass. They give off an absolutely fantastic signal. There was a tiny little iron buzz around it. There must be some bits and pieces around it, but again, you know, the separation on the knocks, I've got it on recovery speed 6 just to give it half a chance. But yeah, another bullet. Okay, taking a few paces, I've got another signal here. Quite like this one. This is giving me 20, 24, 25, the odd 23. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Let's go at 90. 24, 26, 25. The odd tiny little iron flute. But that is definitely got to come out. I like those numbers because that is kind of knocking on the door on the Knox 800 of a small to medium sized silver or something equally conductive, of course. So it's not in there. Still in the hole. Let's have a look to see if that is anything half decent. Well, it's not in the loose, so we need to do a little bit more investigating. Let's get my trusty pinpointer out, which I think is on its last legs. I think we're almost... In fact, I think I can see that stuck to the side wall, and it looks like a little coin. Can you see that? It looks to me like another little silver stick. Now, did I not say... Let me just very quickly get my glasses on, because as you all know, my eyesight's fallen off a cliff. And then we'll get a little bit of spray on that. I always love finding silver. Do you guys love finding silver? I absolutely love finding. And that, look, I can see with my glasses on. Oh, isn't that lovely? That is not a sixpence. That is a little threepenny bit. And look how clean that has come out. God, isn't that... Oh, sorry. I forgot you were there for the moment. Look at the way that's come out. So, without even turning that over, 1919. So that has got to be George V. I knew there was more silver in this field. I just knew it. Yeah, George V. Little bit tiny, gentle brush. Look how shiny that has come up. Oh, isn't finding silver lovely? They say it's lucky finding silver, don't they? There we go. A George V, 1990 threepenny bit. What a lovely tiny little silver thing. Great stuff. Okay, got a funny one here. I think this is two targets. I've got one there which is giving me 14, 15, 16. Nothing there. But over here, I think there's another target there. I wonder if it's another coin spill. Well, possibly. 15. Tiny little iron flute as well. It's just bouncing off something. But the Knox is only telling me what it's underneath the coil, so it's desperately, it just tells you, it only tells you what is there, so it's up to you to, still in the hole, it's just for you to interpret what the Knox is telling you. It doesn't deliberately try to baffle you by giving you odd numbers and floating around deliberately. It's just letting you know that there's something else there, whether it be iron or, I think this is still in the hole. Yeah, because it wasn't. It's just in that side there. So let's get the lechy and just prise the wall out of there. Oh, some rocks. It must be in that loose. It must be in the loose there. Have we got a coin ball? Look at that. Maybe it's a coin ball. I don't know what. Let's break that. Well, you could definitely see the edge of a coin there. It looks to me like a modern coin. Yeah, so that's a 20p piece. But what I do want to do is just double check to see if I was correct in that there was another target close by, because it might be, it's probably just another modern coin. However, it's just really good practice to find coin spills, because obviously coin spills could be of any age, and I'm sure that there was another target. I think on this occasion I was probably bouncing off that coin. So yeah, so solid numbers, modern coin on this occasion, 20p piece. Okay, another one in the same field, guys. Says 2021, tiny little iron buzz next to it. Obviously I can hear that, but you can't. Saying that, it's going to go 20, 23, 22, nothing there, little wiggle. 21, 22, I love 21, 21, 22, tiny little iron buzz next to it, but such a strong audio, it's got to come out. 21, 22, so again, it's bordering. We've had the bullets come out of that, but that is knocking on the door of silver, so that is still in the hole. Oh, more rocks. It is quite gravelly in this field. Okay, so that is most definitely out. Let's see what we've got in the spoil. I can see something, it's a little bit green. Okay, is that a button or is that a coin? That looks to me like a penny. Let me just put my glasses on for a moment and just try and get the age of that. I know it's only a penny. Can I see a bust? A bust on that. It might need a little soak. That could be Georgian. Could be Georgian. I think it's Georgian. I think the bust is facing to the right, so probably George. Excuse me, George III. I don't think it's a first by any mark. I think I could see the shield of a Britannia on there. Okay, we'll give that a little soak. And if you remember, I think I stand corrected. The George, they alternate faces. So facing to the right would be first, facing to the left would be second, facing to the right would be third. So that's how we kind of judge those. But well, yeah, good numbers. 20, 21, 22. So again, yep, this is in the copper coin territory, which that was almost a lock on, probably on the angle slightly, so it sort of didn't present as much as it would on flat. But yeah, that's lovely little find. Okay, got an interesting one here, guys. It's given me 20, 23, 24, 25. Can't decide, but it's averaging. It's desperately trying to give me 24, 25, 23. There's nothing there. There's a tiny little iron flute there, but this is completely separate. I'm loving those numbers because again, that is locking into the silver territory. And again at 90, okay, it's shooting up higher in, it might just be the way it's presenting. I'm getting an odd little iron flute, which might mean that's why it's bouncing a little bit, but that most definitely is coming out because that's quite conductive on the knocks. Okay, in or out? In, I think it's in the side. Let's give it as much as we can so that whatever it is I don't destroy. It sounds like there's a big rock in there. Right, hopefully this is in the loose. It's still in the hole. Interesting. Okay, so let's investigate that a bit further. What is our 24, 25, 26? Well, it's definitely in the hole. Let's just take the loose out. My suspect is that it needs the leche. I'm getting almost a continuous tone right in the bottom of that hole just on the side. So let's see if we can tease out. So with almost a continuous tone, I'm about an inch away, I would imagine. Let's take out that loose and hope it's in there. And I can see something round. Let's turn that off. Let's put the specs on. And oh, hello baby girl. Hello baby. That's my best mate. No, don't nibble my coil. Come on. There we go. Right, so anyway, back to the coin. So there we are. Is that, oh bugger. Okay, so on this occasion that's a modern 1p piece, but again, good numbers. That had to come out, didn't it? So hopefully with the 1979, most of that is going to be copper, which is why it was quite conductive. So a 1p piece, where when I was smaller I could have bought a sweetie with that. Okay, got a 1920 right there. So Knox is giving me 18, 19, 20. It's fairly sure it's, depending on how that is presenting in the ground, the Knox is desperately trying to give me the same numbers. It's telling me that there is something that got tiny little iron buzz. So it was trying to tell me that there is definitely a target down there, and I should be looking at it. So that is what we are going to do. There was an odd iron flute right next door to it. It's not concerning me too much because there's tiny bits and pieces of iron everywhere on this farm. Okay, so it's indicating it's in the side of the hole. I'm still getting a little iron buzz, but then, you know, buckles can do that because they sometimes get iron pins on them. Let's see if it's in there. Okay, so that's getting quite choppy now, so let's have a little probe about, see if we can okay, so I am getting a little bit of a signal on the pinpointer. It's probably 1.5 inches away, something like that. So let's try and get that out with the lechy. Okay, bit of loose there. Let's have another double check, make sure I'm on. Not in there. I've probably gone a bit deeper and I think it's in the side. Let's have a look in the side again. Oh, hopefully this is something worthy. Oh, I can see something round there. It looks to me like that is the imprint. That's the imprint of a, oops, sorry, of a 1/2 piece. Where did you go? Oh, do we bother looking for a 1/2 piece? There we go, guys. Great signal. I guess most of that is copper in there. An old 1/2 piece. God, what are you going to get with those these days? You know, good signal, almost locking on. You know, could have been anything. So reasonable depth as well. So gotta be done. Okay, guys, got another one here. It was giving me a 14, 15, 16. Blimey, you probably can't hear this because I'm wearing headphones, but the Knox is it's going berserk. I've had to noise cancel 3 times because I'm right underneath the power lines. However, it still did manage to, amongst all the noise, pick out something in here. Hopefully it's in the loose here. Let's turn you on. Okay, so it's right in there. Oh no, that is a nice little find. and I got a feeling the pin has just flipping dropped off that. Look at that, that lovely buckle. That's got a little bit of age to it. I'm pleased to have found that in this field, because that's probably the oldest thing I found in this field. I've had probably World War I or II. I think everybody must have switched on the TV or the kettle, because the surge going through. I'm gonna have to noise cancel again. It's in my headphones, driving me insane. Lovely little buckle. That could be 1700s easy. So that is a lovely little find. 14, 15, 16. Another 15, 16, 17 guys. 14, 15, 16. Desperately trying to keep that as narrow as it can, the knocks. 14, 15, 16. Nothing around it. I'm getting the odd iron buzz, but nothing that would upset me. So let's quickly whip that out. Oh, the stones in this part. Okay, let's see what we can see. Still in the hole. If I can get another shovel out, hopefully it should be in the loose. Let's have a look there. Oh, that's most definitely out now. Let's see what we can see. Where have you gone? Okay, what have we got that? Do you know what? I think, bear with me for a moment guys. Oh, there's a crack on that. I don't think I did that crack. I think that is a pair of silver cufflinks. That is a lovely little find, and I'm in 15 kilohertz at the moment. Yeah, that is right. Let me just see if I can keep this. I've got a little stick here which I use for these. Yeah, so that's a lovely little find. I'll very gently clean that up, because there is that one unfortunately is cracked in half, which is why it may have been dry. I'm assuming they're silver, kind of machined on the top there. Yeah, a little pair of silver cufflinks. Lovely little find there. Okay, great stuff. Okay, got a lovely little 23 here. Very tight signal. Look at the way the Knox is. Nothing there. 22, 23. We love those numbers, don't we? So 22, 23, nothing that way. Let's see what our 22, 23 is going to give us. I have been digging up some kind of molten bits and pieces which are highly conductive. I'm not quite sure what they are. It's almost like, have you dug those before? They're like, they've got like white powder on them, and it looks like zinc oxide, or like almost like a part of a battery or something like that. But right, well, we are still in the hole. Oh dear, can I already see that? What is that? That is an aluminium round disc. That is a heartbreaker, isn't it? Well, that is why we were getting such a good signal. Very thin. God, wouldn't it be great if that was hammered grout? Okay, so you know, good numbers. That had to come out. Look how round that is and look how conductive that is. If we didn't dig that out, then we shouldn't be metal detecting. So there you go. Okay guys, I didn't film me getting a signal because I think the GoPro was almost out of battery. However, I was getting a kind of 19, 20, 21, 19, 20, 21 very, very tight signal, and I've just, as you can see, I've just pushed it out with the pinpointer, and I can just see it down there. This is the first time. In fact, let me get my glasses on first, because as you know, my eyesight's pretty bad. Okay, and then we'll take a look at that together. Looks in quite good condition from the onset. Just looks like it's a George the Fifth halfpenny. It looks like, yeah, little George V halfpenny. That is actually in pretty good. That's the best condition copper I've had out of this field for about 1928. So consistent numbers: 19, 20, 21, 19, 20, 21 in both directions. So that was the reason. Lovely and round copper. Useful depth. So yeah, there we go, another coin in the coin bank. Hi guys, I didn't record this one, but I've just dug this out. A real rock solid 26, 27. I thought, oh crumbs, this is going to be a piece of conductive rubbish, and it turned out that it's British Horse Riding Society's Riding and Road Safety Test badge. So that's the second. I found a Pony Club badge as well in this field. Well, it's a lovely little thing. Something is making it incredibly conductive. It's quite high numbers, 26, 27, but yeah, lovely little thing there. Okay guys, sorry I didn't record me finding this one. It's getting near the end of the day now. Okay, but I got a nice 15, 16. It was quite a tight signal, not fluctuating, and I don't know if you can see that. I think that we have got a little, if I'm not mistaken, that is a little thimble. Yeah, not an elaborate silver one or anything, and it makes you wonder why that is doing in the middle of a field where I found horses and things like that. Yeah, but a lovely, it's modernish, I don't think it's that old, but yeah, just a nice little thing, nice little copper alloy thimble. Great stuff.